You see the headlines, you feel the momentum. Filipino talent is reshaping industries worldwide. From tech hubs in Asia to hospitals in the West, Filipinos aren't just participating, they're leading. We celebrate the victories, but beneath the surface, there's a quiet resistance. Some nations, while welcoming Filipino talent, are also working to contain it. This isn't about blame, it's about understanding the hidden dynamics of global competition. Behind closed doors, policies shift, and invisible ceilings rise when one nation's success threatens another's status quo. Why does Filipino excellence sometimes breed anxiety instead of admiration? What mechanisms are used to manage this wave of potential? Today we reveal the 10 countries that quietly fear Filipino success, and why. Let's start in Seoul, where K-pop dominates global culture. Filipino talent is making waves, dancers, singers, and performers are standing out. But for every Filipino who breaks through, there's subtle resistance. Look at the screen time. Korean members get the spotlight, while Filipino stars are often sidelined. It's a quiet form of gatekeeping, reinforcing who's meant to lead. The industry is built to project Korean identity. A Filipino face at the forefront complicates that narrative. So, Filipino idols get fewer solos, less backstory, and their roots are downplayed. Fans notice. The rise of P-pop in the Philippines is a direct response, a declaration of independence. Korean resistance isn't always malicious, it's about control and fear of losing their cultural brand. The system ensures Filipino artists remain valuable but never essential enough to take over. It's a polished prison. Filipino idols work twice as hard for half the recognition. They navigate unwritten rules designed to keep them in their place. The official line is unity, but the reality is a constant struggle for visibility. Filipino artists are the beautiful additions, but never the main event. The fear that the apprentice could become the master. So, while collaboration is celebrated, true leadership remains out of reach. The bars of this prison are made of screen time and song lines. The message: you can shine, but only within limits. That's the unspoken resistance in K-pop. Now, to Vietnam, a nation racing to become Southeast Asia's tech leader. Their approach is top-down, planned, and ambitious, but the Philippines, with its chaotic grassroots innovation, is outpacing them. Filipino developers are creative, adaptable, and attract global investors. Vietnam's rigid system struggles to match this agility. The rivalry isn't about jobs, it's about national pride and regional dominance. Vietnamese policies quietly favor local firms, making it tough for Filipino startups. Every Filipino tech success is a reminder that Vietnam's lead is fragile, the fear that the Philippines' unpredictable dynamic approach will win out. It's a high-stakes rivalry for the future of Southeast Asia's digital economy. The competition is quiet, but the stakes couldn't be higher. In Japan, tradition meets a demographic crisis. Filipinos are prized for their work ethic and adaptability, keeping Japan's economy running. But ambition meets an invisible ceiling. Japanese corporate culture values conformity and hierarchy. Filipinos, with their entrepreneurial spirit, want to lead and innovate. Yet, when it's time for promotions, a wall goes up. It's not official policy, but a cultural taboo. A Filipino leading Japanese teams disrupts the harmony. The fear is losing identity and control. Filipinos' side hustle culture is seen as a lack of loyalty. Japan needs Filipino talent, but isn't ready to let them flourish fully. They want the labor, not the leadership. The result? Filipinos remain outsiders, valued but never truly in control. It's a relationship of convenience for Japan and quiet frustration for Filipinos. The latter is visible, but the top rung is out of reach. That's the unspoken glass ceiling. In Taiwan, Filipino engineers and workers are essential to the tech industry. Factories would stall without them, but indispensability breeds fear. Taiwan sees the Philippines as both partner and potential competitor. Filipino workers are given tasks, but not the full picture. Leadership and R&D roles are reserved for Taiwanese nationals. It's a strategy to prevent knowledge transfer and protect trade secrets. Debates rage. Are they training future rivals? Taiwan's technological edge is its defense, and a rising Philippines is unsettling. Filipinos are celebrated for their skills, but kept at arm's length from real power. The partnership is necessary. but shadowed by fear of obsolescence. Taiwan needs the Philippines, but fears the day the roles reverse. It's a paradox, crucial today, but managed to prevent tomorrow's competition. That's the tension in Taiwan's tech sector. In Kuwait, Filipino workers are the backbone of daily life, but the kafala system keeps them in a permanent state of dependency. Legal status is tied to employers, stripping workers of agency. The fear isn't economic, it's about cultural dilution. Expatriates outnumber citizens, fueling anxiety about identity. The kafala system ensures Filipinos remain temporary, never integrated. Decades in Kuwait, but no path to citizenship. Invisible walls keep communities apart. Filipinos contribute, but are denied a true stake in society. Success brings pride and panic, valued as workers, feared as a community. The system extracts value, but blocks belonging. It's a gilded cage, luxury on the outside, firm bars within. That's Kuwait's answer to the Filipino presence. In the UAE, Filipinos are architects, managers, and professionals behind the nation's rapid rise. They're trusted, respected, and well compensated. But the unspoken rule, you can build it, but never own it. Permanent residency or citizenship is nearly impossible. The UAE's model relies on a revolving transient workforce. The fear is demographic. Granting permanency would alter the nation's identity and obligations. Filipinos can rise to the top of companies, but always as guests. Their children, born in the UAE, remain outsiders. This shapes every decision, always saving, always planning for return. Filipinos build the UAE's future, but can't inhabit it. They are the master builders of a dream that isn't theirs to keep. That's the paradox of Filipino success in the Emirates. In Australia, Filipinos are among the fastest-growing, most successful immigrant groups. They excel in healthcare, engineering, and more, embracing the Australian way of life. But beneath the surface lies the tall poppy syndrome. Australians cut down those who stand out too much. Filipino ambition can be seen as pushy, and strong community bonds as cliquish. Quiet bias holds them back, welcome as contributors, but not as leaders. Media highlights negatives, while countless Filipino successes go untold. Filipinos feel they must be twice as good to be considered equal. The fear isn't economic, it's cultural. A thriving Filipino community challenges established norms. The resistance is subtle, but real. In China, the Philippines is both partner and rival. Beyond the South China Sea, the competition is economic and strategic. Filipino success is seen as a challenge to China's regional ambitions. Every Filipino gain is viewed as a setback for Beijing. Resistance comes through economic bans, diplomatic pressure, and digital disinformation. The global Filipino diaspora represents a people-powered soft power that China can't control. A strong democratic Philippines is a threat to China's narrative. The fear isn't about individuals, it's about what the Philippines represents. Pressure is constant, aiming to constrain Filipino influence. It's not personal, it's geopolitical chess. The stakes: regional power and influence. Malaysia and the Philippines share deep roots, but rivalry runs beneath the surface. Both aim for economic leadership in ASEAN. The Filipino presence in Malaysia, especially Sabah, is politically sensitive. Filipinos are seen as both neighbors and competitors. As the Philippines' economy surges, Malaysia's lead feels threatened. Policy responses include stricter immigration and protectionist rhetoric. The goal: manage the competitive threat from Filipino talent. It's not simple dislike, it's a family feud over status. Malaysia wants to stay ahead, but the Philippines is closing in, the fear being overtaken by a once underestimated sibling. In Saudi Arabia, Filipinos are pillars of Vision 2030, building cities, running hospitals, driving modernization. Their expertise is critical, and they're actively recruited. But the kafala system and strict social codes keep them outsiders. Despite their role, there's no path to citizenship or integration. The fear is that Filipino values and community could accelerate social change. The system welcomes their skills, but manages their influence. Filipinos build the new Saudi Arabia, but remain separate from it. The paradox: importing talent for the future, while clinging to the past. The Filipino professional walks a tightrope, essential, but always at arm's length. That's the high-wire act in the kingdom. 10 nations, 10 forms of resistance, one truth. Filipino success often sparks quiet pushback. This isn't about blame, it's about the price of progress. Rising talent disrupts old systems and challenges hierarchies. But the Filipino spirit doesn't break, it thrives, adapts, and endures. Every obstacle sharpens resilience and determination. The global Filipino story is one of strength, not victimhood. Share your experiences in the comments. Your voice adds to this powerful narrative. This is Matrix Hub. Thanks for joining us. Stand strong, stay resilient, and keep rising.